Hey guys, Jeff from msworkouts.com. Today on this video, we're going to show you the 3 best, my favorite exercises to improve one's balance when living with MS. Stay tuned. Alright guys, as mentioned, we're going to go over the 3 best exercises to help improve coordination, dexterity, balance. Today, when we execute these sets, there's 3 of them, we're going to go no longer than a minute and a half. We're looking for constant time and attention, muscle-led movement. The 3 exercises are a leg extension. We're going to execute what we call a metabolic set, an isometric hold. You'll see in a second, I'm going to talk you through it. We're also going to execute a hip bridge, right? Glutes, hamstrings, low back. These are both movements that are going to help strengthen the lower portion of your body, so you add stability to the knees, hips, and that'll add that coordination, dexterity, injury resistance that we're looking for. Lastly, we're going to execute a ab iso, a metabolic set to engage that trunk, that core, above the waist. Strength, dexterity comes from the muscles being able to engage and control the body. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Follow on. Now notice I have a fan. I've turned the air down to 65 degrees a long time ago, so it's cool in here. I'm not going to turn the air on because it messes with the audio, and Felipe, the cameraman, doesn't let me do so, so blame it on him. I also have my water. I don't have my water bottle today, but I have my cup and I've got water with me. I'm going to stay hydrated. Now, I've got a clock. If you're doing this on your own, grab a phone, look at a clock on the wall. We need to be measured. I'll go ahead and talk you through it today so you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to start the clock. All right, so I've got a chair. Notice I'm going to tilt the chair just a little bit so that we can see exactly what we're looking for in regards to form. Notice my hips, okay? I'm going to set my butt back in the chair. I'm not going to let my hips tuck underneath and sit on the low back. We want a straight spine. So stick that butt back. You may feel a stretch in your hamstrings. That's good, great, wonderful. It's not a bad thing. Now, you want to be scooted forward. You know, squeaky chair, I apologize. You're going to scoot forward enough so that about half of your thighs hang off the chair. If you're too far back, you're not going to have any resistance and not get as much out of it. Now, we're going to go knees together, feet together, at least half the leg hanging off, posture the body. Here we go. Slowly extend the legs, coordination, balance, dexterity. We're looking for clock is on. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, notice I have my heels together, my knees together, I'm postured tall. I'm locking my knees out. I'm squeezing my thighs as the setting increases, progresses. Now, lift those legs as high as you can, flex your ankles and glue the legs together. Breathing freely in through the nose, out through the mouth, staying postured to the core. You should already start to feel those legs work. They may shake, rattle, roll, that's perfectly fine. We're looking for 2 more seconds, 1 more second. Now follow me, start to bend the knees very slowly, muscle led, pause. Now very slow back the other direction. The body's gonna wanna go quick, don't do it. Flex. Now back down the entire time, stay engaged. It's engagement and overload of the muscle that gives you results, which will lead to coordination, dexterity, balance. Flex, smooth back down. We're across the 50-second mark. Transition back up. We're gonna go 2 more muscle-led movements. During the set, if you get to the point where you can no longer continue with mechanically sound muscle-led form, that's great, grand, wonderful. Slowly ease out, disengage, know you successfully did it. 1 more micro movement. We're in the last 30 seconds. All the way up, squeeze and hold, flexing, burning, engaging. Now, body's gonna start leaning back. Don't do so. Lean forward, posture, elevate. A little bit of a shake is rocking. If you're shaking tremendously because the neurological system's exacerbated, that's okay. Just take what you can. If form deteriorates too much, slowly ease out. We're looking for no more than 5. Here we go. 4, 3, elevate, 2, and 1. Slowly disengaging. Holy burn. Deep burn in the quadriceps. Now, if you didn't fully exhaust the muscles, that's okay. Try to lift higher next time. You can also add resistance by adding a ball between the knees, putting a book on the end of the feet. As long as the bottom of the knees continue to overload those quads and try to get the most out of it. All right, let's head to the next one. We're gonna actually execute a hip bridge. Holy burn. Now that we've got those quads cooking, right, that deep burn, we're gonna jump into that ab exercise. We're gonna give the lower body a little bit of a rest before we jump back on and do that hip bridge. Now follow me on down. I'm gonna go ahead and move my chair out of the way. Notice I still have my fan over here, right? It's gonna be placed towards my head if at all possible. Follow me down to the floor. Again, I'm gonna control the clock here today, so just follow me and listen to my voice. We're gonna lay all the way flat. Now, in regards to rest times, keep the rest times down ideally. The quicker you can get your body loaded and into it, the quicker the cardiorespiratory system jumps back up, so we can get some cardio out of it as well. All right, we're gonna go a hip bridge. We are gonna go a dynamic technique set. What that means is we're going 7 seconds up, 7 seconds down, allowing you to take muscle lead, no longer than 130, which is about 6 reps. All right, here we go. Follow me all the way up. I'm pressing through my heels. Notice my heels are directly underneath my knee. They're not way out far away, and they're not way in close to my butt. They're right underneath my knees. I'm gonna elevate my hips and take my pelvic bone to the ceiling. Elevate, I'm flaring my knees aren't in. That's gonna protect the medial side of the knee and engage the lateral side and the glutes. Hips are high, squeeze. This is the starting position. Now, here we go, where's that phone at? There it is. All right, initiate movement down slowly. Follow me for 7, nice and smooth. 6, 5, I'm gonna count us to the first one for 3, so you feel the tempo. 2, come to the ground, but don't relax. Now slowly head the other direction. This is where the body wants to go quick and incorporate momentum, but that takes away from the results because it takes what the muscles doing the work. Flex that rear end, back down slowly. This is working our glutes, our hamstrings, and our erectors, which will deliberately increase dexterity, coordination, and balance. Slowly heading back up. When you add muscular strength to an area, you add stability. So if and when you run into problems because you're fatigued or you step wrong, your muscles can fire and engage at a stronger, higher level and keep you from injuring yourself. That's why we do this. Not because it feels good, transition slowly, because it doesn't. You should start feeling a deep burn. Elevate, we're crossing the 45-second mark, high, then back down. If at any point you feel excessive stress into your low back lumbar, disengage. Shoot us a comment, we'll get your form dialed in. Transition slowly, or if you want a little bit more guided exercise, jump over msworkouts.com on a weekly basis. We give you direction, guidance, form tips, all the above, so you can make sure you get the most out of your exercise experience. We're in the last 30 seconds. Should be getting close to being done. Heading up slowly. And what I mean by that is if you get to the point where you can no longer continue with mechanically sound muscle-led slow form, your muscles are fully exhausted. Ease out, know you did it, and head to the next exercise with me. Here we go. Last 15 seconds. Now very slow back up. Should feel a deep burn. As you elevate, keep momentum out. Flare knees, squeeze glutes. Elevate high, flex. Now slowly easing all the way down and out. When we reach the ground, we will disengage and relax. Now eyes to me. Everyone bring knees towards the chest. Let's decompress our low back. Spasticity is something that's hand in hand with MS, right? So we want to make sure we're lengthening these muscles back out after our sets. Now, go ahead, grab your drink of water, make sure the fan's on you. We're gonna go ahead and head to that last exercise. Now that we've gotten after those quadriceps, got the blood flow rocking, heart rate's up a little bit, let's give our lower body a little bit of a rest. We're gonna go ahead and hit an ab iso crunch. Get after that torso, because adding strength above that waist, in that core, in that torso, those abdominals, leads to that coordination, dexterity, and control that we're looking for. Follow me down, let's get it. All right, chairs moved out of the way. We've got the fan towards us, got my water here. Let's go ahead and lay it all the way flat. Remember, we're going no longer than 1 minute and 30 here today. I've got the clock. So, we're gonna execute a ab crunch and metabolic set. So let's go ahead, bring your heels together in close to the rear end, open those legs out. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna crunch up with your chest torso. Your abdominals are what lift your torso into the air. Don't lead with your head, lead with your chest. Think about lifting your torso. So, follow me all the way up, squeeze. What I like to do is take my hands through my knees, clock is rolling, up in front, one on top of the other, which really focus on everything contracting to the middle of the abdominals. Now, every breath out, breathe the air out like you're pushing air through a straw. That's called diaphragmatically breathing. Your diaphragm contracts, the lungs open, and when you breathe out, those transverse abdominals, innermost, that look like the girdle, are forced to engage at a higher level. What's great about that is it brings the waistline in as well, on top of helping with coordination, dexterity, and balance. It's like a natural girdle. Who doesn't want that, right? All right, crunching up high, breathing freely. Now, we're gonna head into the last 30 seconds and we're gonna hit a muscle-led movement. We've got about 20 seconds. We're passing the 45-second mark right here. If during the set your neck starts to bother you, it's because you're leading with your head. You can A, either try to take your eyes back to the wall behind, relax the neck, or B, take your hands behind and support your head. But think about trying to lift the chest, because the higher you can bring the chest, the more abs are engaged. All right, here we go. For the final 30 seconds, we're slowly lowering. Don't relax here, pause, and then slowly come back up. Now don't bounce. Keep your eyes on me and follow the slow pace. When you bounce, you take away from the muscles doing the work, you risk injury, and you don't get the best results. We are looking to add coordination, add balance and dexterity, and you have to do that by strengthening the muscles. All right, last 10 seconds. I feel a deep burn in my abdominals. If you don't, you need to shoot us a message so we can get your form dialed in so you can get the most out of it. Let's go, one more micro muscle led movement. We spit it out. One, slowly easing out and relaxing. Even me, who's long-winded, had to get stuttered and spit over my words there towards the end of that ab exercise because my abs were fatiguing. Metabolic set, engaging the core, safe, effective movement. Now that we've finished those 3 exercises, you should have your heart rate up a little bit. Your body should be fatigued, right? Those are 3 exercises that will no doubt increase dexterity, coordination, balance when living with MS, or really and truly anyone and everyone. Now, execute those exercises 2 to 3 times a week. Give yourself a rest day in between. Make sure you're consulting your primary physician, your specialty doctor, your PT, and let them know what you're doing so that they can make sure and give you any suggestions or limitations in regards to what you should or shouldn't be doing. If you want more guided exercise, jump on over to msworkouts.com. We have, this today was no exercise equipment. It was just your body weight. It was only 3 exercises. We have longer exercise sessions with minimal to little equipment, which gives you more resistance. We have timers, clocks, a lot more guidance. So if you're interested in it, jump on over. Look forward to seeing you in a future video. Take care. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out today on our YouTube channel. I hope you liked the information and it's useful for you going forward. If you're interested in weekly workouts that are guided, jump on over to the link that is below in the description box. It's msworkouts.com. We've also included a 10% discount to those workouts below just because you watched all the way to the end of the video. Again, hope it was useful. Look forward to seeing you in future videos so that we can together empower you and those living with MS.